Hello everyone and welcome back to The Void. I'm Swifty and this is episode 3. And yeah, I'm just chilling out around the new little rest area. So I did this off camera like I said I would in the last video. It was just a little simple idea with a couple of little things. So I'll show you what I've done. I went over and I cut down a couple of acacia trees and made a couple of nice little seats out of logs just over here, but I used the texture that wraps all around the actual log to give like the end effect. I think that looks pretty smart. I really like that. And I did some of these pathways, so I connected this pathway over to here, and yeah, I did what I could. I placed a few moss carpets down, you know, to just give it a little bit of texture here and there. Placed a little campfire and grew an azalea tree. But however, this azalea tree come out something really wonky. It sort of grew and went like right over here. So I trimmed it off a bit here and there. I'm not great with trees, to be honest with you. And then like reutilized the leaves and placed them back, and I got it looking a little nicer, I think. But I kind of like it. I think it sort of fits in this like general area for a little social area sort of thing. And yeah, so what else did we do? Oh yes, I came over to here and I planted a few cactus because at some point we're going to need green dye. No, that one's gone, isn't it? I mean, yeah, I know there's more efficient ways of doing this, but it is what it is for now. Oh yes, also what I did was I got rid of the gravel. The gravel over here, this was mostly all gravel. There was a little bit of sand here, but I removed the stone out and pushed the sand back slightly. I think it looks a little bit neater. And I did craft up some pumpkin pies because we have got chickens. So I thought, what the heck, I might as well. And today's episode is going to be all about the new building. Yeah, it's not time yet, is it? So I have been putting the pumpkins in like the food area sort of thing. I did go to the nether as well because I have this. We'll talk about this later. And I put my nether portal just up there. Obviously, I'd been to the nether once before and I put the portal just up, built it up there, and I took it down because it was in quite a bit of a... It wasn't in an ideal location, but I did make that area a little bit safe. So I did put my portal back up onto here, and I decided that's where I'll keep that for now. I will move it eventually because we are quite high up on the nether from that location. So let's just get a little bit of a sleep. Come on, wake up, it's almost time. Right. And somehow we've got a witch. Can you see us? She's just chilling out on the bank over there. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, that's a thing. It's not good to have a witch as a neighbour. Oh well. Yeah, I have noticed twice now, like in the last video, I actually was doing something around this area, and I noticed we had some pillagers like appear over here, and I missed them until I watched the video back. And then I was building this area yesterday when I was like just doing some of the pathways. Another one came over here. I did back off and I just let them go about their business because I don't really want to be starting a raid. I mean, look at me. I have plant pot boots. That's all I have. And I went into the nether with plant pot boots. I took one hit from a blaze and I almost died. I completely forgot. Oh, shit, he spawned now. Yeah, so that's a thing. So we've got to work on getting some armour as well. Maybe within this or the next episode. But I do have a plan for that. Okay, so today's episode, I need to gather materials. Obviously, I don't have shulker boxes or anything like that, so it's gonna not be great to try and find all the stuff that I need. And oh yes, I did get these enchantments on my sword. I did do some enchanting down there, and after about 3 attempts, I finally got it. So I do have looting on my sword. I also, if you remember in the last video, I talked about there being a slime chunk. Well, actually, Minihood has a really smart feature, and that is you can call up slime chunks. So look, I got a slime chunk right there. So this green sort of area here, I don't know whether this is actually going to show on the actual video or not, but it looks as if we've got a double slime chunk starting from here, going all the way out into the water, just over to where I finish here. So here. So this is actually a double slime chunk. I'm not interested in that because I'm going to be putting a building here. So let's turn that off. So hopefully that did come up and you all got to see the green boxes. And I found that we do have a double slime chunk where I said. So that's really good because we can actually be AFKing at the skeleton farm and it'll be generating slime as well down on the bottom. So that's a farm that we can actually build in a not too distant future. We're not going to do it maybe in the next couple of episodes, but there on after, because I am going to need slime. So it is all about this building today, and it's going to roughly be around about 15 by 25 in size. I am keeping it in with this sort of theme, but it was a suggestion that I could use terracotta and bone blocks. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Is we have a mesa just over there, so I'm going to go over to that mesa. I am going to strip some terracotta because I need some light grey terracotta because that does give it like a little muddy sort of feel to it, to the build. And I need more vines so we can trim some of these off over here. And I need a lot of oak leaves, but that's not really a problem because I do have plenty of oak saplings, so we could probably plant some more trees and snip those off. We've got plenty of iron, so yeah, that's a thing. I need a lot of moss. I've just had a look. I need 231 moss carpets. Yeah, that's quite a lot. I don't know why I need 231 moss carpets. Maybe that's a malfunction in it because it should be moss blocks that I need more of than moss carpets. I can't remember there actually being that many moss carpets in that build, but hey ho. So yeah, I need probably 2 stacks of light grey terracotta. So I think I need to get the normal terracotta, and I need to kill some of these fellows over here. But with the looting sword, that shouldn't be. We should be able to get black dye pretty easily. Well, he says. Right. Come on, Squiddy. We need your ink. So yeah, we need lots of black dye. Because to make light grey, I think it's bone. We can change bone meal into white dye, and then we need to mix it with black ink, and then we can make the white dye. So, well, that's 13 already, and I've only killed 4 squids. So, yeah, that's something that can be done today. And We need some lecterns. We need... what else do we need? A fletching table. That shouldn't be difficult. Glowberries. That shouldn't be difficult because I do have a little glowberry set up over here, which that I can like bone meal and think. And with the skeleton farm, bone meal isn't going to be that much of an issue. I need scaffolding, and scaffolding is going to be a bit of an issue because we don't have very much string. I do know in the mesa there looks to be a couple of like mine entrances. So that's a thing that we'll need to go and explore and see if we can cut some cobwebs off and grab some string from those. And what else do we need? Dripstone block. I need 100 of those. Why do I need 100 dripstone block? Oh, I do know why I need that. The bone blocks need 160. That's not a problem. I've already got over that already from the farms. I've been converting them into... Wow, vines need 222. That's 4 stacks. Okay, so we need to think about that. Acacia leaves, 90. Yeah, acacia... That shouldn't be that much of a problem, seeing as I need to... Oh, there's more squid over there. Right, I'll leave them because I'll do that off camera. And jungle leaves. Again, that shouldn't be a problem. And I need some oak fences, not a problem. Oak trapdoors, not a problem. So everything is gettable. Some things are harder than others. My biggest problem is probably going to be the scaffolding, to tell the truth. But I don't see no reason why I can't cut the cobwebs up over there and get string or whatever. I'm sure that's a thing. So, yeah, that's what I'll do. Right, I'm going to get on with that. Whether I record the footage to me doing the grind bit, that's debatable. I'm not sure. But, yeah, we'll see where we get. And then we'll join back here when that is done. And I'll tell you how long it took me and if we had any problems or anything. So, right, I'll catch you in a little bit. Because I have a lot of work to do. Right, let's get on with it. Hello. Yep, I'm back. And I have been busy. Very busy. Can you see my glowy armour? Yep, I had to spend some time down at the skeleton spawner. And I thought, you know what? The leather armour that they're putting out, let's just, you know, stick it on and, you know, use some of the levels and enchant it up a little bit. I know it's not great, it's not fantastic, but it gives us some coverage. Because I could do iron armour, but I thought... Now let's just use the leather stuff. So, right, we need to break this. You've got to go, and you're going to have to go. We can put that. Actually, we're going to need that crafting table. So, yeah, I got some mushrooms because at the back of my base, sort of diagonally, just over there, there's a dark forest. So I went and got some dark oak and some saplings, which we've got a tree growing just over there. I have done a big long grind, which has took me many, many hours. And who knew that terracotta actually comes in the grey, the light grey variant. I thought I was going to have to craft it. So these are all the leaves that we're going to need and the vines. They took quite some getting. As you can see, like a little bit of the jungle's missing now. And this is all the rest of the stuff for this build. Obviously there's going to be some redstone involved in this one as well. But I'll explain that as and when it's done. So really all I need to do now is clear my inventory. We'll stick it into this barrel down here. Oh, I did get the string, by the way, and I got 15 spider eyes. I think I got 36 string in total when I went to go and kill well, when I was over at the mesa. When I was over at the mesa, I thought there would be some, you know, like abandoned mine shafts and stuff, but there wasn't. I didn't see one. So it was near a big desert, so yeah, it was what it was. I waited for nightfall, and just kept killing spiders as and when they appeared. Well, trying to kill spiders. One almost bested me at one point because I wasn't watching what I was doing. So yeah, let's just clean this inventory out. We are going to need that. We're not going to need the brown mushrooms, so that can go in this. We will need these later on, as you can see. We're starting to gear up a little bit. And we don't really need the sticks. We don't want to make that chest. We'll stick the sticks in there. So, as you can see the dark oak just there. And we've got some more dark oak saplings just there. And let's just stick the bone meal in this one. So, I think that is... we can take that bed out of here as well. Not going to need that. Might as well do that. Okay, so that really is it. Oh no, we need some dirt. Because we've got to do a slight bit of terraforming on this project. And I think that's around the back. I have sorted all the barrels out. So, as you can see, probably going to need quite a bit of dirt actually. Right, okay. Let's go into a time lapse and let's get this fella done.
You used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with. This life like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and when I fall to thee, will you be right when I wake to save me? A superhero in this. A superhero in this. You called my soul when I was falling. You moved the clouds to stop me from hitting the ground. In every goal there was a meaning. For this love ain't kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and when I fall to thee, will you be right when I wake to save me? A superhero in this. A superhero in
So let's go over the build. As you've seen this did actually take a crazy amount of time. Not the actual initial build, because I'm using the Litematica mod. So I copied that from my creative test world. But it took me a long time in the creative test world to design this thing. Because there are certain limits, you know, like with leaf blocks. You know, there's only so much that you can do. So, but I carried the theme across from here. So we started very basic, like with a tent. Then we got a little bit more advanced, and then we got a little bit more advanced again. That's showing what I'm trying to show is like advancement into building. So we've gone for this light grey terracotta. So, and I think this gives like a muddy sort of look, but it goes really well with this actual dripstone block. And then we've carried the theme across from there as using the vines down the side to obscure the wood, because I kind of really like that. I think it gives it a little bit more depth and a bit more look to the thing. I've added a few azalea leaves into the build as well, and a couple of these ferns just dropped around here and there. And we've gone with like jungle wood. I think that is, yeah, that's jungle wood fences. I think they look really nice. They go with a nice contrast to these bricks in here. So we'll have a look inside, and as you can see, we've tried to break up the terracotta with using these blocks just here, the dripstone blocks, because we've got plenty of those available to us. But I needed half slabs for this build. There's no real way around that. So the backstory for this could be that they've picked up a stone and they've plonked it in there. Obviously it's floating, so I don't know how that comes about. So we've got these glowberries all across the top, which is something that's easy to come by for us because we've got a lush cave not far from our mine, or cave, or whatever you want to call it. And a new block that I've introduced into this build as well is the bone block. It was suggested to me to use this inside a chat room that I'm in, a chat group. So yep, so thanks very much for that. It's one of the guys from the Craftwise server that suggested using bone blocks, so that's Autistic Snowman. So thanks very much for that, for recommending me to use the bone blocks, and I think it gives another nice little feel and breaks up this, you know, this like purpley, off purple colour. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this. Again, we've used the bone blocks down on here as well, and you can obviously tell what sort of building that this is going to be. This is going to be my villager trader, and it's really important that we get this one up and running fairly quickly so we can like progress and advance. So I've redstoned it so we can, you know, drop them all down. I had to compromise on this one where it drops the two at once, without making the build just a slightly bit bigger, which I didn't really want to do. It was a bit more of an oversight on mine, but I don't mind it. Hopefully we can build something just here or something where we can hide ourselves so we can obscure our view from the zombie that's going to be running around the back, so we can break line of sight. So when we drop them, he'll munch and crunch on the villagers. We can pop them back up, we can cure them, and hopefully if it comes to it and we need to get, say, this villager down one, but this one's already trades are low enough, that we can do that quick enough that we can drop them down, run behind the block for line of sight, quickly run back out, pop them back up before he munch and crunches on this villager. So yeah, we can trap them all in. I've put these in. These will only be temporary for now, up until we've got them all in and all the trades secured and everything like that, because I don't want them running off. And that's the easiest way that I can think to get to do that. How I'm going to get them in is I'm going to break the block over this side, and I'm going to break this inside here, and it'll give me access to the back line down here, so we can get them in and we can get them into place. So I'll break that bone block, I'll force them, there'll be their workstations here. Hopefully they'll walk in, they will spot the workstation, they will go to claim their job. Hopefully they will come up here, I can nudge them up a little bit, and bang, I can place the block in the back, and that'll be their forever home. And then we can drop this down, we can keep breaking their work block up until we've got the trades that we want. Then we can open it up, and that villager then literally can't escape, because we've got a block there, we've got a block either side, and there's a block at the back, so they can't get out. So that'll be their forever home. And then we can dig this channel out down the back. This is what we plan to do, all the way around the back. And then we can bring in a zombie, and he will just constantly keep walking up and down here. And whenever we need to reduce the trades, we pop them down, we break line of sight, he'll come along, munchy crunchy, and that's it. Job done. We can heal them up. So, but we do need quite a lot of gold for that. So I am probably going to need to go into the nether and do some gold mining in the nether, I should imagine. Yeah, so that's a lot of that. So I'll show you around the side. It's just the same sort of theme, using the bone blocks, azalea leaves. I did put these up here as well, the scaffolding. I use the scaffolding block as another little element, just to make the building stand out a little bit more. It's very, very subtle, but I kind of like it. You know, it looks like it gives it some form of structure to the roof, and I really like that on it. Obviously we're going to have to do some terraforming out the back here, but I'm not really over worried about that, because this is only like a temporary sugarcane thing, that eventually we probably will build an actual proper sugarcane farm somewhere whether it be down inside there or whether we build it somewhere else, and we'll have it piston and observer based. But we can't do that yet up until we start getting quartz and things like that. And I don't really want to be doing that over here. I'd rather do that when we hit the Stone Age sort of era. So that's all I've got to say about that building. The last thing that I really want to talk about is it's the day of the 1.19 update. So I am really looking forward to this, because we're going to get to play around with mud blocks. And mud blocks is going to be major important to us, because we can start adding mud buildings into this and advance our town even more. So in preparation for this, I need to start thinking about expanding my village, and the only place that I can really expand it out to is around the mine. So what I'm kind of hoping to do is do a little bit of terraforming off camera, so by the next episode that we're in, you'll see this sort of mountain bit gone, this hilly bit gone, and we've extended that over and to down here. I want to be a little bit careful where I place this, and can you see that's where I got some mushrooms from, just down there. Can you see the little mushrooms just over there? That's the dark forest just over there. So that's not far away. Like I said, when I started this world, it wasn't a random seed, it was chosen, and I chose it because we had a lot of the biomes, like the mesa, the desert. We've got that over there. There is a Melesium Island not too far away. However, that Melesium Island may not be there once the 1.19 update comes out. So, because I haven't generated that area yet, because I didn't want to generate very much of this area until the 1.19. So, hopefully it transitions quite smoothly into the 1.19 update. However, with that said, we might lose a lot of the functionality of the mods that we've got running, like the Lightmatica mod and things like that. Who knows? We'll have to see when the 1.19 update drops. But yeah, I'm super happy with this land and how this is coming out. We're now starting to get some things done. So my next sort of target is to remove this sort of area over here, and we'll take that down, and we're going to have to go and get these villagers out of their cube and into here, so we can start breeding them up, making the babies, and getting them into here so we can make some trades. So yeah, if you like this video, please help me out, give me a like, give me a subscribe. It really does help out. I do try and put a lot of effort into my videos. I do try and make the content good, and if you have any suggestions for content and ways that I could make my videos any better, please leave a comment, stick it down. Your feedback is really important to me as well, because yeah, it's you guys that will make my channel, and I love doing this, playing this game, and I wanna keep doing it. So with that said, guys, I'm going to get off and have a great evening, morning, night, day, wherever you are in the world. Yeah, just be happy, have a great day, stay safe. I'll catch you all again soon, guys. See you later. Bye for now. It's bedtime.